Okay, we'll start. What about the audio? Am I audible? Yes, right. Okay. Still, it seems some students are joining in. Yeah, still it seems some students are joining in 8:03. So I'll start at 8:05. I'll wait for another 2 minutes, and we'll start at 8:05. Right. So if there are anyone who couldn't join, you can share the live and ask them to join. Who haven't joined yet, you can share the live and ask them to join. I'll start the session at 8:05. Right. So if there are your friends who haven't joined yet, uh, you can share the links and ask them to join. Right? Okay. Okay. So good evening, all. We'll start now. Right. So first thing, this meeting is for 2027 A-level students who have just got their O-level results. Right. And the purpose of this meeting is to give you a motivation uh, on your A-level journey after your O-level results, and most importantly, the work plan, an effective work plan. How do you work? How should you work for the coming up period? Right now, you have around 2 years and 3 months of a journey ahead. Around 2 years and 3 months. So here I'll give you an effective work plan on how you should work there as well. Right. All right. Students on YouTube, can you confirm me whether I'm audible to you? Students on YouTube, can anyone put it in the chat box? Am I audible? Yes, right? Yes. Okay. Okay. Uh, yeah. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Now, first of all, I'll uh, congratulate you all for receiving your level results. Right? So all of you have got your O level results now, 2 days before, and first, I'm congratulating you all for your oral results, right? And uh, first, for the discussion, I'll categorize you into three categories basically. Right? I'll categorize you into three categories basically. Now, this is not a class, this is a special meeting that I have taken to give you a motivation. I told you, give you a motivation on your A-level journey after all your results, and to give you a effective work plan on how you should work in this A-level journey. Right? And this won't take much time. This won't take much time. My plan is to conclude this maximum around an hour, right? Within an hour, right? So first, I'll categorize you into three categories, right? First, there will be some set of students you have got to expected O-level results now, right? You might have got to expected O-level results, right? There will be one category who has got the expected result, expected, right? And other than expected result category, there should be a category as below expected and above expected, right? So anyone who has joined this meeting should be within one of these three categories, right? This is below expected, and this is above expected, right? Let's say 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, based on your O-level results that you have got, I have categorized you into three categories as below expected, or expected, or above expected, right? So one of you, definitely, any one of you should be within one of these categories, right? So first I'll explain with respect to each category. Now, you can think of your category. You can think of your category, in which category you are, right? Okay, now let's assume you are a student who has got a result for O-level that is below expectation, below the expected result, right? So first of all, the other thing is when it comes to the comparison between O levels and A levels, right? In terms of results, opportunities, and job market, job fields, the fields that you can go, and everything, right? When it comes to the comparison between O levels and A levels is far ahead. It is far ahead. That cannot be even compared with O levels, right? That cannot be even compared with O levels. So therefore, I'm not going to compare results here, right? I'm just trying to give you an idea about the link between O levels and A levels, and what should be the things that you should do, and what are the things you should do in the journey here onwards, right? That's the whole purpose of this, right? That's the whole purpose of this. So during the meeting also, if you have got any questions, you can put all your questions to the chat box, right? And you can get it clarified through the chat box, right? So first thing is, we can't even compare O-level results and A-level results, because O-levels is a milestone in your life. That is true. That is true. But even though O-levels is a milestone, that is actually the second milestone in your life, starting from grade 5 scholarship. If we think of grade 5 scholarship, starting from grade 5 scholarship, right? So after grade 5 scholarship, if you have got a good score there, you can go to a competitive school, a popular school, right? And in O-levels also, what you are doing is you are dealing with 6 common subjects and 3 elective, 3 opted subjects. And with the O-level results also, you can go to a popular school with the result, right? And when it comes to A-levels, A-level result is not going to go with any other schools. That is just for the university selection, right? The main purpose behind your A-level result will be university selection, right? Especially state university selection. And after the degree that you are getting from first degree that you are getting from straight after A levels, you are opening up to other fields and opportunities that you are going to go in life, right? So therefore, we can't compare O levels and A levels, right? O level result is just a result that is not going to matter, that's not going to impact the rest of your life. But when it comes to A levels, that is a result that is totally impacting on your life, the rest of the life, right? Like what kind of a life you are going to spend after maybe 5 years after this point, right? Whether you are going to spend a luxurious life, whether you are going to choose an average life, or whether you are going to stay with some kind of a low level life. So likewise, everything depends with your A level result. Uh, A level result, right? Everything depends with your A level result. So therefore, we can't even compare O levels and A levels. So therefore, first have that idea in mind, right? And now, if I come to the discussion again, now if you are a student, you are a student who has got a result that is below your expectation, right? That is below your expectation. Now, first thing is there is no link between O levels and A levels. No, there's no link. There is no major link. No link between O levels and A levels. There is no link between O levels and A levels. So therefore, first thing is whatever the result you have got, whatever the result you have got for your O levels is not going to matter your A level result, right? They are two mutually exclusive events, right? You know what mutually exclusive events are, no? Right? From O levels also you know. So they are independent events. They are mutually exclusive events. So therefore, there is no any direct impact or direct relationship of your O level result with your A level result, right? So therefore, I have like plenty of experiences. Like there have been students who has got 9 A's for O levels, and yet they have got 3 F passes for A levels. There are such cases, right? There are such cases. That's a very popular scenario. That's a very popular scenario. So therefore, it doesn't mean that if you have got 9 A's or 9 S passes, so a mix of S passes and C passes, so mix of A, B, C, S, so whatever it is, that is not going to directly impact your A level result as long as you work hard with your fullest effort within your A levels, in your A level journey, right? Okay. Now, if you are a student, if you have got a result that is below your expectation, below the expected result, now no need to get demotivated. Take it as a motivation to rise up. Take it as a motivation to rise up, because no one is going to ask you a O level result if you have got 3 A's or a rank for A levels, right? A levels වලට 3 A's අරන් තියෙනවා නම් ඔයාගේ හොඳ rank එකක් අරන් තියෙනවා නම් ඔයාගේ O level result එක මොකක්ද කියලා ආයෙ කවුරුත් අහන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක වැඩක් නැහැ, right? So therefore, now if you have got a result that is below expected, you have got a result below expected, right? So have a courage, have a dedication that definitely you are going to do A levels with flying colors, with a good result. You are going to end up your A level journey with a good result, right? So therefore, nothing to worry about your O level result, right? And there is nothing like if you have got an A pass for maths, you should do maths. If you have got an A pass for science, you should do bioscience. No, there's nothing like that. If you have got an A pass for arts, you should do arts. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that, right? That is totally depending on yourself, the way you work there, the way you work in your level journey, right? So therefore, now if you are at this category, below expected category, take it as a motivation, and have a courage, have a dedication to work hard during this A level journey. And definitely you should go through A levels with flying colors. Have that dedication in mind, right? Have that dedication, have that courage in mind, right? Therefore, consider your below expected result as a motivation. Consider your below expected result as a motivation, because it totally reflects the amount of effort you have put to your O levels, right? Part below expected result that means you haven't put uh, the required amount of effort towards O levels. That's the thing. Take it as a learning, because always Either you will learn or you will achieve, right? Either you will learn or you will achieve, right? So if you haven't achieved, you will learn. You have a learning. So with that learning, you can do it better, right? So if you have already achieved, then you have achieved that, then you can think of the next target, right? Therefore, now if you have got something like this, if you have got something like this, take that as a learning, take that as a learning, and today onwards, right? Today onwards, today itself onwards, start work hard on your level journey, right? I'll give you an effective work plan as well. I mean, I'll discuss about a work plan as well, right? And the second category, if you have got your expected result, if you have got your expected result for your O levels, right? Which means now you are satisfied. You are satisfied, right? Whatever it is that is expected, right? It doesn't mean that you have got 9 A's, right? If there is a, let's say, a mix of ABC, still if there is your expected result, you have got your expected result. If you didn't expect anything further, which means you are satisfied. You are satisfied, right? So therefore, no need to worry about anything. You are satisfied with your O-level result. Now, whether you are doing combined maths or bioscience, that doesn't matter. You can start working today onwards with a proper plan towards your levels, right? So by 27, we'll have your exam. Most probably, it will be back in the month of August, right? So therefore, now here onwards, we have around 2 years and 2 months of a time. Let's say roughly 2 years, 2 months, right? So you have to start working today with a good plan, with a proper plan, and achieve your targets. Because if you are in this category, you have nothing to worry about because you are satisfied with your result. You have got the expected result, so you don't have to worry about anything. You can start. If you haven't started your levels yet, you can start today at least and work with the proper plan, right? And if you have got a result which is above expected, right? Now, if you have got a result which is above your expectation, uh, which means you are more than happy now. You have got something that you haven't expected, and you have got something more, something further than you have expected, right? So, which means you are totally happy at this moment. Huh? At this moment, you are totally happy. To continue your happiness, right? To keep your happiness until A levels, you should work with that gain motivation today onwards, right? Now, somehow you have got a good result above expected, so which means you are totally happy, right? Totally happy, nothing to worry about. You are totally happy, and if you need to keep that happiness, you have to work hard for your A levels. Don't be overconfident that uh, you can go through A levels as you did in O levels because they cannot be compared. They cannot be compared, right? Even first term test in your A level journey, right? First term test in your A level journey is going to be much difficult than O levels, right? That's the truth. That's the truth, right? First term test එකෙන් පස්සේ තේරෙයි මොකක්ද A levels වල තියෙන gravity එක කියලා හරියටම තාම තේරිලා නැත්තම් තාම තේරලා නැත්තම් first term එකෙන් පස්සේ තේරෙයි මොකක්ද හරියටම A levels වල තියෙන gravity එක කියන එක. So therefore we can't even compare it. First term test එකත් O levels වලට වඩා ගොඩක් උඩින් තියෙන්නේ, right? Even your first term test you are going to have in your A-level life will be much higher, much difficult compared to O-levels, right? Okay, now it doesn't matter whether you are in which category now. In which category now, it doesn't matter, right? All of you have a common goal after 2 years and 2 months of time here onwards. All of you have a common goal. That is 2027 A-level, right? So therefore, always you have to start working today onwards or tomorrow onwards by latest tomorrow onwards. If you haven't started your A levels yet, now when it comes to most of these students, majority of the students, you have already started your A levels since 3 months now, right? Now we have conducted classes for around 3 months. That is actually more than 3 months. As I can remember, it should be 14th week we had the last day. Last day should be the 14th week, as I can remember. So that is actually more than 3 months of time we have conducted the classes, and a majority of you are on the track now, on the A-level track. But here in this meeting, there can be students who haven't participated, who haven't sit for any A-level classes yet, and you are going to freshly start your A-level journey, right? So that's why I'm discussing these things as for all of you to get an idea, right? So if you are already on the track, if you have already started your classes, and if you are going with the flow, you have to continue that good workflow, right? If you are already on the track, and if you are in this category, no need to get demotivated. The summary of this is this: if you are in below expected category, no need to get demotivated, and no need to get no need to lose your confidence. No need to lose your confidence on this. And I know majority of the students are here in below expected and expected categories. Majority of the students are here. Majority. That's around 80% students are here at the majority. And if you have got a result that is above expected, that's a little bit a rare category. That's around 15 to 20% of students will be there in the above expected category, right? Otherwise, the majority is here, below expected and expected. So therefore, whatever it is you have got, in which category you are in, doesn't matter. You have to start this today onwards, right? And the above expected category is kind of a vulnerable category. Vulnerable means, in the sense, now if you are getting an overconfidence due to this result, like if you are thinking that you can go through A levels as easy as you did for O levels, that is never going to work. මෙන්න මේ කැටගරි එකේ ඉන්න අය හින්දා පොඩ්ඩක් vulnerable. ඒ කියන්නේ නිකන් ඕවර් කන්ෆිඩන්ස් වෙලා මම O levels උත් මෙහෙම කොට දාගත්තනේ. ඒ නිසා මට A levels අවුලක් නැහැ, මට ගේමක් නැහැ කියලා හිතන් ඉන්න කැටගරි එකේ ඉන්නවා නම්, මෙහෙම ඉන්නවා නම්, that is never going to work. That is never going to work for sure, right? For sure, that is never going to work. So therefore, එම overconfidence ගන්න එපා. Don't get any overconfidence with your result, right? Don't get your overconfidence. Get any overconfidence with your result, right? Because O levels and A levels are two independent events, two independent occurrences, right? Okay, now now if you have already started classes, listen, if you have already started classes for your A-level subjects, and if you have selected your A-level stream, first thing is stream selection, right? I know the majority of students have selected your streams by now, but there's a minority that who haven't selected the stream yet, right? And if you haven't selected your stream yet until you are getting your O-level results, now it's a high time to conclude your stream, finalize your stream, right? And here I'm going to basically discuss about the maths and bio streams single-handedly, like science stream, right? Now, first thing is, now if you have already selected the stream and if you are already attending to the classes, you are already attending to A-level classes by now, right? Make sure that you are attending to the class weekly without missing any classes, because in A levels, all the lessons in A level physics especially, all the lessons are interconnected. They have their links, and there's a smooth flow. There's a smooth flow in your lesson. Therefore, even if you miss one class, right, you are going to break that chain of the lessons by the next day. Right? So therefore, now if you are already attending classes, make sure that you are attending all the classes weekly basis, right? And for any reason, if you have missed a class, you can request the recording and continue the flow. You can proceed with that flow, continue the flow, right? And whatever the class you are attending, doesn't matter. Make sure that the class is going to finish the syllabus at least 3 months prior to the exam. Right? At least 3 months prior to the exam, and make sure the applications, questions, the thinking based type questions, advanced questions are discussed in that class, right? So if not, you can switch the class and go to a class that has these features, that has these components, right? Now, uh, if I say something about the ongoing class for 2027 batch, right? From my side, 2027 main theory class, main theory class. Main theory class means that's the regular class. 2027 main theory regular class. Now, now we are in projectile motion, right? And this Wednesday, this class is on Wednesdays. Huh? This class is on Wednesdays. Wednesday, 3:30. Wednesday, 3:30 p.m. Right? Wednesday, 3:30 p.m. And physical class is at Maxima College. Physical class is at Maxima College. Physical class. Mambala video. And the online class is also here on Zoom. Online class is on Zoom, right? And now we are in projectile motion. We are in projectile motion, and we have started projectile motion the last week. So this week we'll be finishing projectile motion after discussing all the questions and applications from projectile motion, right? And now, if you are a student who are joining freshly to A-level journey after you have got your O-level results, right? You have two options. One option is you can join this class this week onwards. You can join this regular class, main theory class this week onwards. That will be on Wednesday, 3:30 p.m. Right? You can join the class this week onwards and continue from here. And you can get all the recordings of previous days, previous lessons that I have conducted. Right? Option one is that. Option one is joining this class. Option one is joining this class and getting the recordings. Option one. Option one is joining MT means main theory class. Main theory class, and you can getting previous recordings. We have completed unit one. In unit one, we have units and dimensions and measuring instruments. Unit one is measurements, right? That we have completed. And with the question discussions and everything, we have completed the lesson, the unit. Now we are in unit two. We are in mechanics. And in mechanics also, now linear motion is completed in the regular class. And we are in projectile motion. Mechanics are just started. And this week will be the fourth week of mechanics. This week will be the third week. This week will be the third week of mechanics we are doing. So mechanics is just started, right? So this is one option. You can join main theory class and get the previous recordings, right? And the next option is for the ones who have waited until you have got your O-level results. I'm starting a new batch, a second batch for 2027 A-levels once you have got results. And there I'll be starting everything from scratch again, right? And the second option is 2027 new batch. This is called 2027 new batch. 2027 new batch. And there I'll be freshly starting from zero, from scratch, right? From scratch we'll be starting. And this will be on Tuesdays. This will be on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. And starting 22nd Tuesday on 22nd July onwards, let's see, it's 27. 22nd. Starting on 22nd. Tuesdays starting. This is starting on 22nd of July. This is starting on 22nd of July. Right? Starting on 22nd of July. So if you are joining the new batch, uh, the plan is this, right? So we'll be starting the new batch on 22nd, as I mentioned, at 7 p.m. and this will only be online. This is only online. Nah? This is only online. This is only online. So we are starting at 7 p.m. on 22nd July, and I'll be starting from scratch, starting from zero. So you will cover everything from zero with me if you are in the new batch. If you are in the new batch, right? And after some time in the sense, after around 3 months of time, after around 3 months of time, right? So basically, I have planned this to 12 weeks. I have planned this program for 12 weeks. So after that 12 weeks of time, you will be merged with the main theory batch again. Because now, even though you are starting your classes after 3 months, you are not going to face your exam after 3 months. No, both of you are going to face the exam uh, at the same time, right? දැන් ක්ලාස් පටන් ගත්ත ඒ කියනවා ක්ලාස් යන්න නැතුව හිටියා කියලා ඔයාලට එක්සෑම් එකෙන් ආයි මාස 3ක් පිටිපස්සට එක්සෑම් එකෙන් හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහනේ, right? So which means here now you have kind of a limited time compared to the already started batch, right? So therefore this is the plan. Now here I'll be starting everything from scratch, and uh, we'll do all the things in a little bit of faster manner, right? බය වෙන්න එපා හැම ගොඩක් ස්පීඩ් නෙමෙයි, in a little bit faster manner, right? In a little bit faster manner. Now, for the regular class, I have spent 14 days, 14 weeks up to here. And this program is also planned for 12 weeks. So therefore, that is not going to be that much faster, right? That is also planned for 12 weeks. And after that 12 weeks of time, I'm going to take you parallel with this batch, parallel with the main theory batch, and you will be merged together. You'll be merged, right? Then hereafter, you can go with the same flow as the ongoing batch, right? So that's the second option. Now, if you are planning to join this batch, new batch, 2027 new batch, now I have pinned all the links in the chat. I have pinned the message in the chat, so you can join these links and you can get all the updates through that WhatsApp groups and Telegram channels, right? Right. So this is where we are now. This is where we are now. Right. So if you have any questions from what I have explained up to here, you can put to the chat box. I was checking it. So you can put to the chat box if you got any questions. If you have got any questions. And now about the new batch, don't worry, you will be doing everything that I have done here in the main theory class in a little bit of faster manner, right? In a little bit faster manner, right? Starting from zero, you will learn everything from scratch, right? Units, dimensions, measuring instruments, and I'll show you all the measuring instruments as well. In main theory class, I showed you all the physical instruments, and I gave you the hands-on experience on the measuring instruments. So I'll do the same for this new batch as well. Since there is an online batch, so I'll show you all the instruments and how it works. And I don't have a chance and opportunity to give you the hands-on experience because that is not a physical class, right? So likewise, you will do the exact same thing I have done in the main class. Right? So those are the two options you have. This is option 2. Option 1 is this, and option 2 is this. Option 2 is joining new batch. Option 2 is joining new batch. Right? So that is how we are going to go. And main theory classes students know that we are having spot exams usually we have monthly exams. We have monthly exams, and now they have written exams already now. They have written exams already now, and they are going to have another exam. It's coming up very soon from linear motion. So likewise, from the parts, from the lesson parts, we are finishing. We are finishing. You will be getting a spot exam, an exam paper. It is designed for 30 to 45 minutes, right? It depends with the number of questions. It is designed for 30 to 45 minutes maximum. Usually 30 minutes. 30 minutes exam you will be written. You'll be writing to recall the things you have covered from the previous lessons, right? You have covered from the previous lessons. So therefore, we will continue to write that. And for structured essays, for practicals, I'll be completing all the practicals in the class. I'll be discussing all the practicals with you in the class. And I haven't started the practical discussions here yet for the main batch as well. So after merging both of you, we will start our practical discussions as well. Right now, for physics, we have 42 practical sessions as well. We have 42 practicals, experiments as well. So therefore, make sure that practicals are also covered in the class you are attending, right? Because you are getting 4 structured essays, but definitely need 4 structured essay questions from practicals, and it stands for 20% of marks of your paper. 20% of marks. That's a huge amount. That's a huge amount. From 100, it stands for 20% of marks. 20%. So therefore, make sure that practicals are also covered in your class. So we'll be also covering practical sessions, all practical sessions in the class for your batch as well. It doesn't matter whether in batch you are, you will do the same thing with me. Right? Okay. Any questions from the things I have discussed up to this point? Quickly. Any questions from the things I have discussed up to this point? Anything? Anything to clarify? Students? Students, is there anything to clarify? Are you all clear? Are you all clear? So if it's clear, just tell me that it's clear up to here. Clear. Clear. Okay. So these are the 2 options you have. And if you need to get any other clarifications or if you need to know any other details about my classes, you can contact me through my personal number there. So I have put my all numbers and everything in the description, right? In the YouTube. If you are on YouTube, you can go to the description of the YouTube video, the live stream video, and get everything you need. And you can contact me personally through my number if there's anything other than the things that I have discussed here, right? So if it's a common question, you can ask it here in the chat box, right? And this is the work plan. This is the work plan of these 2 batches as I have planned, right? So you can do any option as option 1 and option 2, right? That is up to you. That is up to you. That is only with your preference. You can choose any of these 2, right? Now this class is already 14 months, 14 weeks old now. This is 14 weeks old now, which means that is at this point that class is 14 weeks ahead, right? At this point that class is 14 weeks ahead. And if you are starting your A levels here now, which means you are 14 weeks behind. You are 14 weeks behind. So it will take some time to catch up. It will take some time to catch up. Now, if you are joining this one also, so after 12 weeks of time, we will catch up. That's the plan. After 12 weeks of time, we will catch up. Right? And if you are joining this, you can continue from projectile motion onwards while watching recordings from the previous lessons. Right? That is also a possible option if you are familiar with watching recordings. Right? So that will be a recording. And if you are joining this will be a live class. if you are joining the new batch, that's a live class. That's a live class. Right? Okay, that is how it's gonna go. That is how it's gonna go. Right? And starting from today onwards, have a proper plan for your A-level journey, because it is not going to be like O-levels. So therefore, always you have to balance 3 subjects and always have a plan in weekly basis. Have a weekly plan. Have a weekly plan. This is very important, huh? Not a daily plan. It should be a weekly plan. Have a weekly plan. Now, today onwards, have a weekly plan like you are doing physics, let's say today, and tomorrow for chemistry, and the next day is for combined math. So, likewise, have a weekly plan and for your own studies, as at this stage, at this stage of your life, at least try to allocate 4 hours of time for your own studies. Try to allocate 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day, yeah. 4 hours a day for your own studies. And we will be increasing this in your A-level journey. And now, as an example, if you take a student who is sitting for A-levels this year, 25, right? Now they are usually working around like 12, 15 hours a day. 12, 15 hours a day. So likewise, we have to improve. We have to develop it. We have to improve it. Start from here. Start from here. Have a weekly plan based on your subjects, and as to cover at least 4 hours a day. As to cover at least 4 hours a day. Right? And with that plan, if you work, definitely you will go through. And one thing that I can promise you is your O-level result is not going to matter your A-level result. It is not going to impact your A-level result. As long as you work according to what I asked you to do. Right? කියන විදියට වැඩ ටික කරගෙන යනවා නම් මෙතනින් ඉස්සරහට, right? Your A-level result is not going to be a big deal. Right? Your A-level journey is not going to be a big deal. Right? So therefore, if you are ready to work in this A-level journey with your fullest effort, with your maximum effort, and with the plan that I'm giving you, with the things that I'm asking you to do, if you are coming to the class with that courage, going through A-levels is not going to be a big deal, right? වැඩ කරන්න නැතුව මේක go through කරන්න බෑ. weekly plan එකේ මේ විදියට දැන් ඉස්සරහටත් මම class එකේදී කියනවානේ මේ විදියට වැඩ කරගෙන යන්න කියලා. අන්නේ ඒ කියන විදියට වැඩ ටික කරගෙන යනවා නම් first stage එකෙන්ම, right, just after the first stage, just after your first attempt, definitely we will go through, right? So don't procrastinate your work as you did for O levels in A levels. So don't think that you can go through O levels, go through A levels during last 3 months of your A level journey. No, it's never going to work. එහෙම කරන්න බෑ A levels. So therefore, don't procrastinate, don't delay your work, don't procrastinate your work in your A level journey, right? And do everything starting from here in a continuous manner, right? Continuously, you have to put your effort. Continuous effort is a key here, right? Last 3 months වල වගේ වැඩ ගන්න බෑ. Now, if you are starting your A-level journey today, or if you have already started, that's same for both of you, right? So don't procrastinate your work. Plan your work and have a weekly plan and work here onwards, right? And definitely you will go through your exam, right? If you can do the things that I am asking you to do properly, හරියට කියන දේවල් ටික කරනවා නම්, මේ කියන විදියට වැඩ කරනවා නම්, right? If you are doing everything that I am asking you to do, right, going through your A-level is not going to be a deal, not going to be a big deal, right? So you will go through A-levels, and you will go through A-levels, and you will go through, you will get to a expected result without any hassle if you are in this plan, right? වැඩ කරන්න නැතුව results ගන්න බෑ. You have to put your effort and get that reward. That's a reward. වැඩ කරන ප්‍රමාණයට තමයි reward එක හම්බ වෙන්නේ. That's a reward, right? So whatever the amount of effort you put, you will get it back. You will get it back as your results. right? Okay, so that is everything that I wanted to share with you today with this special meeting, right? Any questions before winding up? Anything? Are there any questions from you before winding up? Any questions? Anything to know? Anything to know by my side, from my side? Is it all good? All good? All good. Okay. All right then. So I'll finish the special meeting here because the purpose of this meeting was sharing these things with you all after your oral results. Right? If you need to know anything about these classes, you can go to my YouTube channel or either my Facebook page and find these links to join my channels and groups, Telegram channels and WhatsApp groups, and you can get all updates through those groups. Or else, if needed, you can contact me through my number if you need anything to know personally. Right? All right then. So that's all for this session. So I'll wind up. Good luck with your level journey. Good luck with your level journey. And let's meet in the next class. Right? Goodbye and good night. One question. Can we study bio if we get C pass for science? Can we study bio? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can. Right? That doesn't matter. You can do. Any other questions? If you got the F pass only, you are restricted to do. You are not allowed to do. Right? Otherwise, that is possible. Any other questions? No. Okay. All right then. All right then. So the special meeting is finished from here. Right? See you all in the next class. Right? Good night and goodbye.